Hi everyone, I'm the pitmaster here at Colt Grill. Today we're going to be discussing the basics of smoking, wood, temperature, and meats. So today the first thing that we'll talk about is the wood that we use. Currently we're using mesquite wood because we're here in Arizona and it's very popular. It's a wood that burns really hot, so you have to watch your temperatures. The second wood that we prefer is an oak, like a post oak. Very good smell to it, very good control on it. There's also pecan wood here in this area, so we intermix the woods thoroughly and it gives us good flavor on our meat. The woods I like, the mesquite wood that we're burning with currently, it burns very hot. It gets real close to the temperature that we're after in this smoker. And we don't use a lot of wood because little pieces will burn a long time. The second wood is the oak, and it just produces a very good smell. A nice blue smoke comes out of the top of our smoker, and that's an indication that we're getting a good layer on all the meats. So the second point we're going to talk about is temperature. We try to keep our temperature very constant on our smoker. If it goes up and down, it affects the meat greatly. When doing brisket, we like to keep the front of the smoker at a hot 325 degrees, which means the back of the smoker is about 275, which will place the briskets. The ribs are a little more delicate. They're a very delicate meat. They need to burn about 225. So on the bottom of the smoker, where our baffle is, where the smoke goes out, that's where we'll place our ribs, and it'll burn at 225. Pulled pork, up there, it can take a lot of heat, so it's towards the front of the smoker, and it'll burn about 300 degrees for about 6 hours. Our briskets are on for about 12 hours, and our ribs will remain on there for about 8 hours. So the third point that we'll talk about is our meat selection, the type of meats that we'll use here at Colt. The most important one is our brisket. Our brisket, we only use prime brisket. It's from a national brand, and it is graded very, very high. It's a good brisket. I would only recommend the prime when you're doing a smoked brisket. The second one is our ribs. Our rib is a square cut St. Louis rib, and we particularly use the St. Louis rib square cut because the skirt, the thin part of a rib, is cut off. That thin part will get very tough, very dry when it's on the smoker for 6 to 8 hours. So you want to square cut your St. Louis ribs. The third is our pork butt. You want to use pork butt, not pork shoulder. Okay, it's almost the same thing, but make sure you're buying a very fatty pork butt from a good brand, and just leave it on there for a long time. Thanks for watching our video today. We hope to see you soon down here at Colt Grill to have some of our great brisket. Please subscribe to our channel whenever you can.